Hey, you are now listening or watching the Halos in the Infield podcast, sponsored in part by Noble L Works over on 1621 South Sinclair, where you can get discounts by just mentioning HITI, Halos in the Infield, drink discounts on us, baby. And also by 714 Tickets, 714 Tickets. The price you see is the price you get, and you also get 10% additionally off in the Apply Now code once you order your tickets just by mentioning HITI, Halos in the Infield. Now enjoy the show.
Live every night on the Halos in the Infield Baseball Network.
Welcome to the Halos in the Infield Postgame podcast with Todd Fox, sponsored by Noble Ale Works Brewery, as well as 714 Tickets. This is your nightly destination for all things Los Angeles Angels. Come join Todd as he recaps every thrilling and disappointing moment from tonight's game, win or lose. Get ready for insightful analysis, fan reactions, and Todd's engaging commentary. Plus, fans can call in live to the Halo hotline to have their voices and opinions heard as well.
It's the Halo hotline.
Stay tuned in for your chance to win free Halos merchandise with our weekly trivia.
It's all about the game.
It's time to dive into the heart of Angels baseball with Todd Fox on the Halos in the Infield Postgame podcast.
There's a drive from Mike Trout. See you later. That is long gone.
It's the Todd Fox Postgame Podcast with your host, Todd Fox.
Good evening, everybody. It's a Thursday, August 1st, as the season starts tonight. That joke has been played out. We have been talking about that all year. We've been joking about how Roger Lodge is continuing to keep up the toxic positivity, and I don't know how he can do it. You know, I marvel at his shit that he can keep it up this long, that he can just keep shoveling it down your throat. Trent Rush as well. Maybe that's his Robin to his Batman. I don't know how they do it. It's hard. You know, today I made that Instagram video where I was just like, had to pull over the truck and just give my thoughts on how the hell we've ended up here with Mike Trout being who he is now. Not the Mike Trout we grew up loving from 2014 or 2012 onward, to now the guy who is getting as brittle as Anthony Rendon. And between me, Fernando, and Rob, and a couple others on this network, we were talking right away this season about how he needs to slim down. He needs to change his batting stance. He needs to adjust to the way that pitchers are pitching him now, because obviously his stance, his body bulk is not good enough to hit that fastball anymore. And we were criticized for it. It was outside the box, but who looks good now? And I don't want to be looking good when it comes to my players getting hurt. Who was right? Well, we were. And it sucks that an organization doesn't know when to make a change, pull a trigger, or do things right that makes sense. But with all that being said, we're going to talk about the, once again, kick in the crotch. I mean, this fucking team can't let you go one day without bad news. It literally can't just give you a nice, warm, squishy on a cold, rainy night while you drink a cup of coffee or a hot chocolate, or eat a s'mores with milk and rest in bed watching your favorite Netflix show, or whatever the hell you do in bed that just makes you feel comfortable. Sex, whatever, like Mike Trout is having too much of, apparently, according to my dad. But you get my point, right? They can't give you just one night where you're just nice, warm, and squishy, cuddled up and just sleeping your best and excited. Not even one. It's just bad news, bad news, bad news, bad news. So welcome into another episode of Halos in the Infield postgame show with your host, Todd Fox. That is me, the only place where you get it told right, where you get to voice your opinion and take the show where you want to go once I start reading the comments and we give our back and forths. So with that being said, the Angels lose again tonight. Big deal. They lose every night, apparently, 5-4. And they lost before today even started. Rob brought up a very good point in our message, and he was saying, Trout didn't even need this surgery. It probably made his knee even more brittle. The fact that we were rushing him back to try to get there for his bobblehead night, that falls away. And he has a setback and says, oh, I have a little pain in my knee, but we got it checked out. It was a little extra pain day to day. Right. Just like all the other lies that Unfinished Business tells you. When asked Perry Manassian, will we see Trout again? We'll see. He knew then that it wasn't good. And that was 2 days ago. 2 days later, Mike Trout announces today, I'm done for the year. Torn meniscus. It's so sad for a guy who at one time, it was a given he was going to have 5 home runs. It was a given. 500 home runs, I should say. There was no doubting that, right? We look back and we're like, damn, this guy is going to be a legend. He might go down. We're going to have 2 Hall of Famers in this organization, both wearing number 27. And we are going to have Mike Trout's going to lead us to the promised land. We all thought that. You don't have to be a honk to think that. Mike Trout, at some point before all this started, I wasn't a honk, but I was like, dude, I think this guy's going to get us a World Series ring at some point. At some point, we'll put this thing together and we'll get into the World Series, and Mike Trout will be hoisting that trophy just like Tim Salmon did. Boy, was I wrong. Boy, were you wrong. So at the age of 19 in 2011, Mike Trout had 5 homers, 16 RBIs. He then had a 2012 of 30 home runs, 83 RBIs, 49 stolen bases. His career high. It seems like, look at it and do your research, people. I want you, because it's so easy right now. If you're on your phone, if you're at home in front of your computer or laptop, go to 2012 Mike Trout. Show me the difference between 2012 Mike Trout and 2000, let's say last year's, or even this year, early 2024 Mike Trout. You know what the difference is? Besides the facial hair or even he's not stocky, but he's built, but he's like even kill. There's not too much muscle. There's not too much bulk. He is a baseball player, 5-tool, fit as anything you could see, right? Now look at him. He's too big. He's too big. Some bodies are built to be huge, muscle, Hulk Hogan type guys for their entire lives. Some guys aren't. So Mike Trout then follows that season up with 27 home runs, 97 RBIs. 2014, the playoff year, 36 home runs, 111 RBIs. Follows that up with 41 and 90, 29 and 100. The list goes on, right? 2019, 45 and 104. The difference is after that, he plays between 2013 and 2016, 4 straight seasons of 157 games or more. After that, it's 114, 140, 134, and then 2020 is the bubble year that nobody gives a shit about. He still hit 17 homers and 46 RBIs in just 53 games. He would have had a monster season. If you put that season together and he stayed healthy, you just triple those numbers. So you're looking at damn near 50 home runs and way over 100 RBIs. So then 2021 rolls around, injury bug. 8 home runs, 18 RBIs, just 36 games. 2022 is the most games he has played since 2019. That's pathetic. 119 games, and in only 119 games, he mustered 40 home runs and 80 RBIs. In 119 games, he could have had damn near 60. And then in his year 31, he only played half a season. just over half a season, 82 to be exact. He had 18 home runs and 44 RBIs before he shut it down last year. This year, he plays an awesome 29 games, and he belts 10 home runs and only 14 RBIs with a batting average of 220. He's a career 299 hitter as we speak, right? 299, even with all that BS. He's sitting at 378 home runs, 954 RBIs, and 1,648 hits. So if he had played those 4 years, let's throw away the COVID year. Let's just throw in 2021 through this year, right? And let's go on average. Let's see what numbers. If he just averages 35 and 100, right? In those 4 years, we would be sitting at, or we would be trying to see if he would make 500 this year. Let's just put it to you this way. He would be like right now on the cusp of hitting 500 home runs. So Artie would already be preparing that bobblehead of 500 home runs. And he would also be over 2,000 hits, another bobblehead. And then if you coupled that with 4 more years, if he stayed healthy, maybe 5 at the most, you're talking about damn near closing in on 650, almost 700 home runs if he continued at that clip. So he'd be at 650, maybe 660, and he'd be at 3,000 hits already at the age of 36. And he'd be closing in on about almost, he'd be closing in about, I'd say, 1,800 RBIs. Not bad, right? Easily Hall of Famer. And if he was able to stretch it out 3 more years, really good chance, even at 20 home runs, of making 700 home runs for a career. Finishing out with 3,500 hits, maybe 36. Finishing out with about 2,300 RBIs. And keeping a batting average of about career 280. Hall of Fame, easily. What could have been? What could have been for Mike Nelson Trout, as I like to call him? It all went downhill for a guy like Mike Trout at the age of, I'm not even counting COVID, 29. 29. So let's look at Ken Griffey Jr. real quick. Where was he at the age of 29? Last year in Seattle. Then he got the contract in 2000. Last good year, or last outstanding year, I should say, for Ken Griffey Jr. in 2000. The difference with Ken Griffey Jr. from his 2000 to 2007 stint with the Cincinnati Reds, his big contract is, at least with his big contract, he put up that 40 and 118 in the first year at age 30. And then he had 3 good seasons in a row, 2005, 6, and 7, although injury plagued. He played in 2002, he only played 70 games. He only played 53 games in 2003. He only played 83 games in 2004. In 2005, he played 128 and had 35 and 92. In 36 years old in Cincinnati, 27 and 72. See, and that's a skinnier dude than Mike Nelson Trout. Ken Griffey Jr. kept his body in shape, but he never bulked, never overbulked. Yes, he got hurt a lot, and he was playing less than 162 games, but it can be done at the age of 37. 30 and 93. Last productive year, 18 and 71 with Cincinnati at 38 years old. And traded to the White Sox the same year, I should say. 18 and 71. He finished his career, injury plagued as it was, with 630 home runs, 1,836 RBIs at the age of 40. I calculated out how much Trout could have did had he done anything in those 4 years that he was hurt. And even then, you saw how Griffey got his shit together, like Morty likes to say, and from the ages of 34, actually 33, which would be Trout's next season, he put up decent numbers to finish his career. Can Mike Nelson Trout do that with the way he's taking care of his body, the way his workout regimen is, the way he's swinging, the way he's not adjusting to the pitching? No. You literally, as a major league hitter, need to reinvent yourself every year. It is your quest in the offseason to not only keep yourself in shape, add something to your regimen, add something to your diet, add something to your routine that helps you get better. Stay one step ahead of the opposing pitcher, the opposing team, the rival, the new guy on the team, the guy that's trying to take your spotlight. It is all about you as an athlete. All the fan stuff, all that other stuff comes later to give back to the community. But in that offseason, it is all about you. This is your job. This is your career. This is your livelihood. If you take it that serious and you are that good and you want to stay on top, you got to do what it takes to stay on top. You think number 6 has any of that, what I just said, in his heart, in his mind? No. Do I think Mike Trout has that? Yes. Do I think he has it to the degree of Ken Griffey Jr.? No. Not even close. Not even close. Ken Griffey Jr.'s career to some is a disappointment because some people, including myself, think that if he would have kept his shit together and those things didn't happen to him, his injuries didn't happen, he should be the all-time leading home run hitter right now. Right now. And probably should have another 800 hits or more. I mean, he damn near finished with 2,781. He should have had at least 3,400 hits. Mike Trout could have 3,500 hits. He could have had almost 700 or more home runs. We would have been talking about one of the greatest of all time. That stupid ESPN FS1 commentator, nickname that's brought up for anybody who they think is the greatest of all time. Let's just call him the GOAT. He's a GOAT. He's a GOAT. It gets thrown around all the time, right? Mike Trout would have been the GOAT. Ken Griffey Jr. could have been the GOAT. It's sad. The realization is here. Unless a miracle happens and Mike Trout truly learns what he needs to do to become great again, this is the Mike Trout we are going to be seeing on and off for the next few years. You're going to see like a Louis Renifo type season for Mike Trout, not with his stats, but the fact that Mike Trout will play and he'll play good for 3 or 4 weeks and then have a nagging injury, miss a couple weeks, and then come back, have to readjust, get his act together, get out there, finally gets hot, and then gets injured again. I don't want to see it. I'm over it. I'm to the point now where I'm just like, can we just get rid of everybody? Can we just hit the actual reset button and start over with just the young kids? No number 27, no number 6. Can we just start over? Can we rebrand? Can we get rid of the owner? Can we just, we deserve so much better as fans. I don't want to hear about Mike Trout and how sad he is. I'm tired of that. I don't want to hear that he's remorseful. Can he really control his injury? No, it happens. What you can do is prevent it or be at your best to prevent it by keeping yourself in shape, not being so goddamn big, doing the necessary sacrifices to make your career longer. That's where you can feel sorry about that you didn't do those things. So I'm pretty pissed off. I'm over the excuses. I'm over, I feel so bad for No, I don't feel bad for him. This isn't a one-year deal. This isn't a one-off. This is continuous. Therefore, there is a problem. There is millions of almost billions of dollars being exchanged between your pocket, my pocket, and everyone else that goes to the game. That's interchanged with sponsors through the team, the organization, everything. Why haven't they been responsible enough to stop this? Why haven't they been responsible enough to get the proper dietitians, the proper trainers? Why is it always the Angels team that is always injured, always needs Tommy Johns, always has season-ending injuries? And there's always one person that we have to point at. Mr. Golf and Stuff himself, Artie Moreno. It all starts at the top, like everyone's saying, like the cliche that it is, because it's true. Name one other team that is as snake bitten as we are, both on the field and off the field. Players are straight up dying, former players. Halo Joe did an entire episode. Half the guys he named, I never even knew about. I only knew about the big ones that passed away in my lifetime. It's crazy. It's sad. I don't know what else to say. Other than I read you off a bunch of stats, probably bored the hell out of you. There was a game tonight, and the Rockies improved to 30 games under 500. They improved to 30 games under 500. They did good. They get a golden star by their logo. They came into Anaheim, the king of the Deos, and won 2 out of 3. And how many goddamn times did you hear this on Bally's? They are so, whoever is running that shit really, really believes that these Deos work. Because they're like, wait a minute. Oh, I didn't hear enough of the crowd saying Deo. Let's play it again. That's all you fucking heard tonight. With a little bit sprinkled in. Da, 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 da. And then good old back to. And then Wayne Randazzo is just absolutely pissing me off, dude. Again, every 5 seconds. Hey, this guy hit a home run last night. Hey, let's check out this home run that he hit. What about this guy? He's got home run power. It's like the players are listening because they're like, oh, we got to hit a home run. And then here comes the pop-ups. But this game was just truly this. Buttercup before the game start and buttercupped at the end.
Why do you build me up? Buttercup, baby, just to let me down. To mess me around, and then worst of all, you never call baby when you say you will. So I love you still, I need you.
Ha ha, indeed, is what everyone is saying about us today. Social media, MLB Network, ESPN, when they're not talking politics and race issues, they take a shot at Mike Trout. This organization is a laughingstock. And maybe it's my fault for all those years that I made fun of the Clippers and the sports arena and how bad they were, because we are going through a Clippers-like run right now, but with stars. And it like Cameron said a couple of days ago, it is sad. I can't. I can't. So they lose tonight 5-4. And they're like, hey, let's do a throwback, because the Angels always find a new way to lose. They're like, they're asking everybody in the dugout, hey, what's a way we haven't lost in a while? And then the guys were just like talking with each other, and they're like, oh, we really haven't had one of those Dave Henderson last strike of the game or last out of the game kind of give up the tying home run, and then we lose it in extras. And they're like, man, you are brilliant. That is a great idea. And that is exactly what happened. And exactly what I told you would have happened. Because didn't I mention the other day, as good as Hunter Strickland is and what he's provided for this team, what is he doing for us the rest of the year? I mean, he literally could have closed out every game. He could have did 20 in a row. And what's it going to do for us? Nothing. Get us a few more wins. Okay, he pads his stats and gets a contract and goes somewhere else. We don't have him under contract next year. You think the Angels will get him back? No. So again, is he a 25-year-old guy starting out his career with blazing stuff? No, he's a wily veteran, well-traveled through the league. He's a guy who's going to help teach other guys, like Ben Joyce said the other day. Ben Joyce has been mentored by Strickland, right? Strickland's done his job. Ben Joyce is on a hitless or a runless, a scoreless streak, I should say. And Ben Joyce is the obvious guy who should be closing. Your mother knows it. Your grandmother knows it. Your aunt knows it. Your grandson knows it. But Ben Joyce is still setting up Hunter Strickland. And I'm not saying that Hunter Strickland sucks. But again, I can live with Ben Joyce surrendering a home run to tie it because he needs to learn how to be a closer. Growing pains, hello, play the kids. Nah, let's not do that. Let's keep them down. Keep playing the veterans that we're not signing next year. That's all good. That makes no sense. If anything, you reverse it and put Strickland setting up Joyce. What are we doing here? Did we draft Joyce to be a hard-throwing setup guy? No, we drafted him to be an eventual closer. And guess what? His opportunity's here. Well, then give it to him. What are you doing? Are you going to let him close with like a week left in the season against the White Sox? Let him close now. Nah, let's not do that. That makes too much sense. God damn it, Todd, you're stupid. Hunter Strickland is the future of this season. God, I hate this fucking team. But I love it at the same time. Fuck this team! So tonight, Carson Fulmer came out, 6 innings, 2 runs, 3 hits, 8 strikeouts. 53 of his 79 pitches were for strikes. He could have gone another inning, too. No. Quijada comes out there and holds it. Joyce gets another hold. And then Strickland gives up a 2-run homer, and Krause throws the ball away. Still not game over. What happened in the 10th inning? Oh, yeah, that dumbass Dumbo strikes out with a runner at second on a slider away. Who could have seen that coming? And then the big dong gets robbed. It's a hard hit ball right to the first baseman. Magically, hey, the exit velocity on that one didn't get past him. It's 103 off the... I don't care. We all saw it was a hard hit ball. Who gives a shit what mile per hour it was? But Gooby does. Hey, the launch angle. Stop. Stop. Alto Gooby. And then, of course, I don't know if it would have got through. But if that's the Angels and it's the other hitter hitting that ball up to the pitcher, not only does it go off the pitcher, it ricochets past the first baseman or some shit like that, and we lose a run like that. That's what would happen to us. But because we're the Angels, not only does the dong hit one right to the first baseman and he makes a magical excuse me play, the pitcher does the same shit 2 pitches later. Ohapi hits it really hard, and he even bounces off the pitcher, but not far enough away. And it's an easy flip to first. Game over. Drive home safely. So in a week of throwback jerseys so far, because I don't know if they're going to do it against the Mets, we are 1-5. Beautiful. Beautiful way to then also honor your past by playing shittier than your past. That's the unfinished business. You played shittier than you could have ever played in those jerseys. Way to honor those greats that keep throwing out the first pitch. Doug the Senseis. Woo! That was the best pitch of the night. This team is magical in so many ways. So many ways of magic. Let's do the awards real quick before you guys take over the show and do all the comments that make me feel better about doing this show. John Stamos Award for Best Player on the Field. I'm going to say one thing before I do. I think that Ohapi, he gets the John Stamos Award. He hit the home run. He's batting .280. That's the average I want him to finish the season with. What a good year for Ohapi. He's going to be so much better next year. I can't wait to see what he does next year with a reliable offense, hopefully, around him this time. But I love Ohapi, and I love the way he calls games. I love his presence. He is a true leader. I think Zach Neto can be right there with him, but he is just below him because Zach Neto does nights like this where he just disappears and then he'll pop up tomorrow. You know, like I need him to be more consistent. He's still batting .253, but I feel that he's maybe a year behind Ohapi. I think Neto has an Ohapi year next year, and Ohapi has an Ohapi year, a better version of Ohapi. But I still love me some Neto, but I just get disappointed when he's 0 for 3. I think a good hit or two from him tonight would have really came through for the Angels. Let's talk about who is Nacho Night.
I love the nachos, gas station nachos. I love those nachos, yeah. Gas station nachos, ow.
I'm not going to put this all on Hunter Strickland, and I'm not going to give him the Nacho Night Award. I'm going to give it to that number 23. Number 23 should have been DFA'd. Here's another failure on the resume of one Potassium, Perry Manassian. Why the hell have you not DFA'd this malcontent, this utter douchebag who does not give a shit, who, if anyone is a close friend of Anthony Rendon, number 6, it's got to be this guy. They both have the same I don't give a shit, I'm not a teammate, leave me alone attitude. Just pay me. 1 home run, 8 RBIs, batting average of 160, continues to take a roster spot, continues to take a nightly at bats away from young kids. Let's just face it. Give me Jordan Adams, an outfielder, and let him play second base. I'd be happier with that right now. I really would. Because at least I know the kid's trying to make it. The kid's trying to be a teammate. The kid is trying to learn. Jury's done. He's cooked. What a piece of shit. Let's go to the Golden Dong. Who was the stiffest competition, hardest pitcher to hit?
It's a big Calhoun, the Golden Dome, for the player who stood out all day long. Stiffest competition on the field, halos in the infield, who's finna be revealed?
Real quick, it's Carson Fulmer. Carson Fulmer, I'm going to give it to all Angels tonight, get the awards tonight. Carson Fulmer pitches his ass off. I mean, the Angels lost this game completely. I don't give any credit to a team that's 4A Rockies. I mean, they're barely a baseball team. Again, if this was soccer, I think it's Premier League where if you're like the last place team, you get replaced by the best minor league team. I forget what league that is, but my girl was telling me about how that works in soccer. The Rockies should have been gone years ago. That is a pathetic team. And the Angels are probably teetering on doing the same thing the Rockies are doing. So I can't talk too much crap, but I will say Carson Fulmer was on his game tonight. I will say that. So let's get into the comments tonight, shall we? There's a lot of them. And right away, Mateo says, you know what? I don't care what the score is. I always tip one back because it spritz o'clock.
Spritz o'clock, Angels play. Win or lose, we toast today. Sip and cheer, no matter the score. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more.
Eric checks in with good evening all. Joshua says we suck again. Dan Rio says no. Oh no, we suck again.
Oh no! We suck again!
Yes, we do. And we suck harder because we're sucking to the Rockies. Tyler says, is the season over yet? This is a nightmare, man. This is worse than Groundhog Day. I agree, man. This is just, it's terrible.
What the hell's going on out here?
But you ask AM 830 and they'll hit you up with,
We got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight.
there's really not that much baseball left, but okay. I'm ready for Rams football, Dan says. Blood Moon says, this one hurts one way or one out away. That's all we needed. Also, the Trout is a big baby. Also, Anna says, what a crazy game tonight. The Angels were doing great in the beginning and then messed everything up at the end. Big 20 says, yo, I got a lot of news for you. And oh, yeah, I'm sure that'll make everyone happy. Ron Washington has aged 20 years since April. Good Lord, that is bad. Also, oh Lord, Big 20 has an update. Also, Tyler says, not tonight, Big 20, not tonight for the love of God. James says, listening and watching on my way home. This team is trash beyond belief. Why'd I give you his voice? I don't know. A punch in the gut is a kick in the ass. And then Marty echoes exactly what we should have on a shirt one day. We're so back. James says Trout should just retire, but there's too much money left. Exactly. If we're not getting rid of freaking Six, how the hell are we going to get rid of that contract? Tyler A. Reed that I'm like OF, not again. Yes. Also, Mateo says Trout are too much brownie brittle. Also, Boo Boo checks in with, can I just say that I'm pissed? They couldn't even get a guy home that was on third. Exactly, with one out. Mateo says last time Trout played a full season was 2016. Boo Boo, thank you for the super sticker again. Much appreciated, girl. Blood Moon also says, why aren't they bunting with a ghost runner in second? Because Blood Moon, Taylor Ward is such a great hitter. Contact guy. Hello? Jay says, on the bright side, Christian Moore has done great yesterday and today. Yep, 3-run double and a home run. He could be up here in a couple of weeks. Tyler says, a buddy of mine played the minors with number 6. He said number 6 is naturally gifted at baseball. He was eerily quiet when I told him number 6 is a freaking thief and needs to go. Yeah, because there is that unwritten rule, Tyler, that when baseball players play with other baseball players, there's that natural respect, and you got to have that respect with him no matter what. Everyone knows he's got God-given talent. You're absolutely right. Your friend's right. The problem is you got to want it, and he never wants it. Joshua says, super sticker, and I appreciate that as well, Joshua. You're the man right there. Halo says, Halo Homie says, you crack me up, Todd. I love your passion. Can I get a loud fuck from you? I need to laugh because the Halos are killing me. Well, there you go. R. Martinez says, Mike Trout is made of potato chips. And you've been calling it. I got to be fair, R. Martinez. You've been calling it. Mike Trout, 6'2", 235, but he's got too much muscle. Did anyone see Marcia in the boxing match in the Olympics? Poor Italian female boxer. I did see that. That was pathetic. What could Trout be ingesting that is breaking his body parts down? Uh-oh, he's insinuating. Sebastian says, will the Angels ever have a winning season under Artie? 9 straight losing seasons or below 500 baseball. I still can't believe it. What an absolute shit show. I can't either. It just feels like a million years ago when this team was actually a real, like, scary baseball team. White Sox will sweep us. Then when we play him, book it. So he's already calling for that magical sweep there. R. Martinez says, Artie hasn't made anything better. The honks sure think so. They do, and they still get on there. Otani will hit 500 home runs before Trout does. That could be as well. Marcia blew Big 20's back out. Marty says, regardless of the poor effort, the stands will be packed for Puppet Night and Sunday fireworks and Mickey Mouse giveaway. Yes, this Sunday is that Mickey Mouse giveaway. You bet your ass it's going to be packed. 2019, when Trout signed that extension, he was signing signing with us and the Angels' death certificate, or his death certificate. Mike Moore says he's done. He already can't catch up to fastballs. That is so true. Tyler says the Angels' big contract curse. And if he would have just adjust I swear to God, he could make his career good again. One thing Trout couldn't do as well as was catching up to high fastballs in clutch situations. Exactly. Tyler says what we're all thinking. Kip Moore will get 500 home runs before Trout. Worst part is the honks are going to be like, let's give the Angels a standing ovation tomorrow. Demetrio, that is true. I see that as well. You guys are great. Otani is a GOAT. I don't know about that. Let's see. Griffey got hurt from trying to catch every ball that's slamming into the walls. Trout gets hurt looking at Jessica. That is true. Halo says 6 doesn't care. Trout is happy with the way things are, and he gets paid. And that, unfortunately, there is no leaders out there. I knew Renifo was going to have another hand or a wrist issue with his swing. He should shut it down and get surgery too. True. Also, I saw Trout getting big a long time ago. Huge red flag. Exactly. Timber 20 says Trout should have been traded at least 2 years ago. He's a salary dump now, and a huge one at that. Next season, his injury will be hamstring, triceps, or pulled lat muscle. Eric says, Mike, knowing Trout, he probably got injured during other activities. Yeah, my dad's like, too much sex for that guy. He's got to really lay off the horizontal mantle. Also, Halos Forever says, Todd, I totally agree. Get rid of 6 and 27 contracts, which will never happen, and let the kids play. Hit the reset button. Joshua's like, you know what? I can't get enough of him. I've been watching all game all week. Give me some more. There you go. Also, Eric says, shut up. I'm tired of the Deos. James says, I didn't hear too many Deos tonight, to be honest. Maybe I was drunk or talking. Boo-Boo's like, Deo. Demetrio says, every aspect of the Angels just feels assed. Half-assed players, half-assed production, half-assed announcers, and pussy-ass music we play during the games. Willie says, Artie controls the Deo remotely. Yeah, he's in Arizona. He's like, you know what this team needs? It needs sometimes, I bet you he's like opening his garage door at his mansion, but he has a clicker for the Deo button. So it could be like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. The players are just getting to the stadium, kind of doing a walkthrough on the field. And then he accidentally presses that button instead of his garage door. And like O'Hoppy's like, doing some like PR thing for some kids from like Children's Hospital. And all of a sudden, like, what the fuck is that? See, not you, Todd. You speak your mind. Thank you, Eric. Willie, I hadn't thought of that, but he's talking about Willie. Someone on the Angels in Boy Genius Leaf said Trout is the new Griffey, greatest player of his generation, great chance at becoming the GOAT. But injuries in his 30s have destroyed that tragically, even as a division rival. Fucking brutal to watch. Exactly, Leaf. I mean, when people around the league are literally saying, man, it's better for the league when Trout is good, when Trout is playing. And we're getting like all the what's it called? The sympathy from other teams. That's crazy. Willie says, why does Krause look like he has the personality of Todd, clearly from Wedding Crashers? I don't know, dude. Saucy says, this fucking team makes me so resentful. The only reason to watch is for the future, and now we have none because of our deadline disaster. This team is trash. Leaf says, there's a Toronto Maple Leafs fan named Steve Dangle with a book called This Team is Ruining My Life, but I love them. The title perfectly describes Todd and Heedy with the Angels. Maybe we should do a podcast, me and that guy. Krause has not looked good lately. That's true. Krause is, I think they're picking up on his sliders. Saucy says, I was at the game, and luckily no one else had to see it since the stadium was empty. Well, maybe it was just you and James, Saucy. The Salt Lake Bees are better than their parent team. Dan also says those jerseys still rock. It won't matter what they wear; they'll still lose. Well, at least you're being real with it. I had to attack the jerseys. Time to let Joyce close. Let him learn. Yes, I totally agree. At least when we finally win it all, it's going to be the greatest redemption sports team ever told. Yes, Willie, it will. But when will it happen? And then Raleigh checks in with, fuck this team. This game had to remind me of my birthday since Fulmer pitched tonight. just like my birthday, and it was the same score, and they played the same way, blowing it with a buttercup. Also, Dan says, heard a snippet of AM 830 while I DoorDash. Dude called in and complained about the pitching. Idiot. Exactly, Dan. That's the kind of morons that are on that network. Willie says Neto is starting to do that damn leg kick again, and it does all and he does it always late. Yes. And he's always late with it. Sorry. Tonight was the last night of the throwbacks. There you go, James. I knew someone would correct me on that. Joyce better start closing. Not sure why he isn't. Sarah checks in with, I've been creating the future projection roster still. And because what happened deadline is still too many what ifs. First, I think Drury should be gone. Guillermo and not sign another pitcher. Bowman. Exactly. M-Dog also says, going to the game tomorrow. First stop will be trash can to throw out my stupid fucking puppet. Well, send it to me. I'd take it because, or just sell it on eBay. Smart. Get Brandon Drury's sorry, emotionless ass off this team. I agree. Drury is a bum. Also, Boo Boo says, I know the problem. They're not losing enough games. Nice. Send down Drury and call up Jake Marisnick. Yeah, Jake Marisnick actually had a really decent spring, and we haven't heard anything about him at all. Rally Chris says, at least it's August football preseason starts next week for my Chargers. Play the Sea Chickens, of course. I don't give a fuck about, what is it called? Preseason football. I'm sorry, Rally Chris, but my Seahawks could lose 162-0 in preseason, and I wouldn't give two shits. The only thing I care about when it comes to football season is, did anyone get injured? And if nobody got injured this week, you kind of say thank you and you move on to the next week. Again, you could lose 162-0 the next week and the next week and the next week. And I don't care. I don't care. Look, Peyton Manning lost 19 straight preseason games. You think he cared? It's all about the regular season when it comes to football. Preseason is caca. Also, Boo Boo says, I do love Ohapi. So do I. Let's see. Liga Mexicana. Oh, that's probably the league, Hayes, that she was talking about, the soccer league. I think Premier League, that's what you're talking about regarding regulation, but I could be mistaken. I think I was too. Oh, it is Premier League. There you go. Joshua's got it, and so does Salvador right there. Yeah, that's what I think the Angels need to do. If we had a Premier League type setup for our Angels, maybe they would take this shit a little more seriously. Maybe the Rockies would too. Like the Stranger Things background with its me jingle, very 80s. Sarah says, Willie, I would keep an eye on, since seems he's clutch when he plays at bat. Rendon also should be gone. Matt Moore, Hunter Strickland would release as well, since 1 year signed only. Yeah, I'm with you right there, Sarah, on your takes right there, especially Willie. He doesn't get enough playing time right now. I wonder if Big 20 finally lost his V card. Mateo says, yeah, this team sure did suck last night. And I for a second there, I thought they sucked something else. But, yeah, where is that right now? Suck you.
That team sure did suck last night. They just plain sucked. I've seen teams suck before, but they were the suckiest bunch of sucks that ever sucked.
J-Dog says the Angels may not have won, but at least Pac-Man did the Bandai Namco race. Yeah, that's all we need to care about. Willie says, laugh out loud, the announcers were saying that Strickland and Fulmer and tight buddies are tight buddies, and Strickland looking to get him to his first win, and then he blows the save. Torn meniscus bobblehead giveaway, sold out crowd. You're doing something right, Todd. Now I'm getting commercials in the middle of your show. Oops, my bad. Also, Mateo says, I got to keep my job offensive coordinator for my high school football team. There you go. Also, this team is a disappointment, but the kids give me hope, Jack Lee says. Willie also checks in with, why does Wash walk around the mound looking so sad if the older kids took his ball? Because he's like, man, this team's took my heart. Instead of the Rally Monkey puppet night, Anthony says, it should be Angels GM puppet night. It should be. Sega says, yeah, you will always be a virgin, Big 20. You're a Chad. Damn. Shop Girl says, Todd, don't raise your blood pressure over this team. You don't want to get a stroke. We all need to ride it out until Artie gets it first. That's awesome. That is awesome. Not only am I getting warned about strokes, but I've got to outlive Artie. So yeah, I got to slim down too. See, Trout has got the whole bulk muscle he's got to like get off of and get down a little bit in weight. I just got to get off of fast food, and then we'd be in shape together. Sega says Marsha wants a rally puppet up Big 20's ass. Anthony Rendon plays more than Big 20 gets laid down. Todd, to cheer me up, I need Roger Lodge from you, please. Well, let me tell you this, guys. I know we don't have number 27 as a free agent coming off the injured list, but we do have number 6. He'll be there at Yankee Stadium. Will you? You got to buy your tickets and watch Bally's. You got to get your puppets. You got to talk about how good the Angels are and how we're still alive. I'm not going to play Wake Me Up until September ends by Green Day until we're officially eliminated, which is never, because this team is never out of it. They've got a heart of Rocky. Even though we're playing Anaheim, I'm going to steal Philadelphia's momentum. Tom says, shout out to James Gonzalez. I guess Tom was right there with him. R. Martinez says, Angels are shit. You said it, Todd. Thank you, sir. Also, Joshua checks in with what contract was worse, Hamilton or 6? 6, easily. I would take Hamilton now. I would take Hamilton smoking crack off a stripper's butt before he takes at bat than number 6 playing a week. I need a laugh too. Can I get in there? Fuck! Oh, there it is. Raleigh says Trout is having good sex career, or better sex than his baseball career. J-Dog says, I love how healthy the Angels have been the last few years. The star players have really gone the extra mile to stay on the field. Sarah says, Han's getting crushed with that trick pitcher, mainly with no starter or more innings, should be gone. Stefanik Theis should be playing way more. Christian, Dana, Kenny will be interesting what they do. I'm not a fan of Kenny Rosenberg, but give me Christian and Dana. I'll go with those two guys. Willie says Bally showed Ohapi in the dugout after the home run with a background by the Gatorade. You see Trout staring at him with a sad face. Also, Trout will tear his Achilles next year. Book. Oh my God. Now we are freaking talking about what injuries he's going to have. That's pathetic. Rally Chris Spittin. Also, did you see that launch angle on Modiak's home run? Oh boy, baby. Bobby Witt Jr. is tearing up. Maybe he will be an Angel. Yeah, exactly. Rally Chris also saying, oops, I lost the comment right there. Artie's unfinished business and entertainment is the Deo. Yeah, he monster trucks make their big jumps and you hear when the tires land on the dirt. Join me for the Angels Hall of Fame. Oh my God. I meant Angels Royals Hall of Fame. Leaf says, did Gooby make a Bo Jackson reference to the Ohapi homer? I'm sure he did. Because everything goes back to the Royals. Trout went down after he started having kids. Put your dick away until you retire. Too much sex. Just too much sex. Willie says, next year, do you get a chance? Do you chance it by playing Trout and no, you just have him DH. If they are smart, if they actually have a backbone, this organization will be sit your ass down on the bench. Gooby randomly brought up Bobby Witt Jr. is doing only to mention that he could join him one day in the Royals Hall of Fame. Also, I can't stand Marisnik, that bum. Marty has it in for some people. Also, Leaf said, worth mentioning that only 2 teams to go 0-16 went undefeated in the preseason. Preseason wins are nice, but they don't mean a whole lot in the grand scheme of things. Exactly. Had the Rockies telecast on again? Yes. Also, bring back the churro cat treats, Tom says. Well, I haven't seen those in forever. Not a question. I'm driving. Oh, my bad. Also, we need an Artie Moreno urinal target giveaway. You know, oh, that's a great idea, Frederick. There would actually be no urine in the men's bathroom stalls if someone had the balls to go in there with Artie Moreno stickers and put them on the urinals in the first inning. Oh, my God. Guys would flush. They would actually touch the handles and flush. They really would. They'd be like, no. I need a fresh shot at his face. And then, there it is. Right between the eyes. Man, that would be great. That is a great idea. Great idea. We need a bobble dong. Also, Hamilton smoking crack with strippers is an MVP season. Number 6, because he is the devil. Sarah says, Ronzi seems okay for now, but feels just like a cleanup pitcher for now. Still needs proving. Marte and Carson have grown to be better pitchers and have a roster spot or traded. Cajeda, I think, needs more pitches. Boy, you're pretty spot on, Sarah. You've been doing your homework. Maybe Papa Fox was right that Trout hasn't been the same since having kids. I totally agree. If you guys want to call in, guys or gals, we'll take a couple phone calls. And I know one guy who is dying to call in right now. And I think everyone's waiting on bated breath to see if he's actually lost his V card. Number 6 literally said once that baseball is too long. He doesn't even care about anything that has to do with baseball. Also, right here, Mateo says, put Artie's face in the Also, J-Dog says, Todd Fox bobblehead giveaway sold out crowd. I don't know about that, J-Dog. We don't have that AM 830 pull. I'm telling you, if we ever get that kind of AM 830 pull, I think Artie would leave just because of all the shit we talk. So 714-598-3221. I don't know if he dropped off or fell asleep. Well, I'm waiting for Big 20 to call in. Halo honk for life. J-Dog. Oh, well, until he calls in again, I'll just go to the scores real quick. There's not many of them. The shit fucks won 10-3 over the Orioles. Are they going to represent the AL this year? They just keep doing it. I don't understand it. Royals won 7-1. They keep pace. Braves over the Marlins 4-2, and Cubs defeat the Cardinals 5-4 on a walk-off. So I don't know. I mean, let me reset this thing. Maybe it's for whatever reason it's not pulling up because we were getting phone calls the other day and he was having problems calling in. I don't know if Big 20 didn't try, but let's see. I'm going to chew it one more time. Refresh his mug because that's what happens sometimes. Sometimes this thing likes to just act up out of nowhere. So let's see. It's right there. I don't know why Big 20 is not calling in. Maybe I should call Big 20. I have his number right here. Might as well just call him. Let's go the other way for once. Let's see if he picks up right now. I'm calling his number. He's checked out apparently. See, he can't tell me I didn't try. Everyone's like, was he raped by Marsha? I'm calling him. You hear it dialing. Nope. Big 20 reloading his minutes. So there. He says I'm calling you at the same time. Pick up your goddamn phone. What is wrong with your phone? Do you have a 7-Eleven phone or something? Let me try calling you again. This time answer. Come on, damn it. Let's see. Now it's not even freaking ringing. This is great, by the way. That didn't even go through. What the hell, man? Is it not? Are you not getting any? I tried calling him, but it doesn't work. That's weird. What the hell is going on with Skype? Hold on a minute. Let me try this again. Maybe it is on my end. Let's see here. Dude, sometimes Skype is such shit. I was actually going to get another freaking phone line and like an actual phone line, and this thing is not even closing out right. Good God. You might just have to write a long-ass paragraph, Big 20, and just answer the question. You might have to do that. I'm going to try it while we get some other stuff going on here. It says call. It says what now? It says call party unavailable when calling. That's weird. Yeah, it's just all. Dude, it's like right now, if you could see the other screen I got right now, because I got the dual screen and the Skype logo is just flashing back and forth. They must be having a problem with Skype. I literally called out a second ago and it worked. And now it's not even loading up the page. Locked On is jamming the lines. Oh, see, come on down to the big A for Skype technical difficulties giveaway nights. Who remembers the party line? Oh my God, Willie! Don't tell me you used to call the party line. It was the P line, right? Oh my God, I used to call that in high school like an idiot. That was terrible. That was absolutely terrible. But it was fun. It was fun trolling people. I think that's how I learned to troll people, was through the party line. When there was actually a good conversation going on between two people, it's like, let me interrupt with some fart noises or, some moaning noises, whatever. Anything you could do. Telling jokes, playing loud music. The good old days when phones were phones. I guess this is gonna suck because Sarah was gonna call in. We're actually gonna have some real phone calls, and then we're gonna have Big 20s like freaking his freaking update. And Silent E says Trout in a wheelchair at 6 with a Walker bobblehead night. Also, Artie is spritzing all over the Skype call, so we can't call in. James, can you fix the phone lines? I'm trying to think of another way we could possibly do it without me actually giving out my phone number, which I'm never going to do, by the way. But I'm trying to think how we can do this. I might be able to set up another thing, but it would take a minute. And I know this is not the greatest of show if I'm doing this at the same time. I apologize. Again, we usually don't have, I would say, what is that? Riparian? It sounds Italian right there. Let me look that up real quick. Because I'm telling you, I've literally, we have our moments on this show where shit doesn't work for whatever reason. And then, I don't know. And then things work out. I don't know, out of nowhere. Oh, the prankster stuff. Okay, I see what you mean. See, Nita Terry Smith. He says, Big 20 says, it's just not working, but I am going to Australia and I'm going to lose my V card. So he hasn't lost it yet in Australia. And so my summer is coming to an end. And oh, yeah. It's okay. Could send you my roster projections to you through email and I could just read it if not working, Sarah says. Well, if you want to do that, Halos in the Infield podcast at yahoo.com. That would be the way to do it. I should leave the emails up here too. But I'm not even getting the Skype thing. I guarantee you once I log off, it's just going to pop back on. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to upload. So I apologize. But if you guys want to call in tomorrow, I guarantee I'll have it working. It's just not, for whatever reason right now, not willing to load up at all. And I pretty much don't have another way to get any phone calls in. I don't think I could do it through here either. Yeah, there's no way to do it through here either. I mean, I'd have to. Well, you know what? Okay, I'll give you this in. If you guys don't mind an email real quick, we could do something real quick here where if you want to pop in with me, I can send out an invite. So if you put your email in the chat and you're okay with that, I could shoot you an email right now and you could just jump on with me real quick and we could just, you don't have to even show video. It could just be a black screen with an audio thing and there you go. I could just send you the link. You could just jump on and say what you got to say real quick because I got a few minutes. So if you guys want to do that, you could do that. And if Big 20 doesn't have a problem with it and you don't mind getting spammed a little, I could send it right back. So shoot me an email if whoever wants to get on right now, like or your email right here on the chat, and I'll send you the link right now. Yeah, Zoom call. I took Zoom off. I had it on the computer and it was eating up way too much shit. I can let's see. Also, Sarah says I can just email you and get an email from there. There you go. Shoot it. Yeah, there you go. That's even better. I don't know why I'm even thinking that. Yeah, hit me over at Halos in the Infield podcast real quick, and I can get you guys on really quick here, because that is the best way to do it. Let's see here. Because otherwise, we're just going to be spinning our wheels. That's for damn sure. And we've already been doing that for a while now. Let me see here. I got to load up that email real quick, too. Let me just get this here. Let's see here. 691. Let me just put this in. What a night. Good God. Why isn't this working? See, everything, I swear to God, dude. There we go. Okay, let's see what kind of email I got right now. Sorry, I just had to get in here real quick. Let's see. Nothing yet. So I didn't get I didn't even get any emails yet. So let me see if it worked. Okay, I sent it. Let's see what happens right now. Let's see. I put my email in the chat. Did you put it in the chat? See, Sonny said, and I'm sorry, this is terrible, by the way. It won't be hard for to lose a V card in Australia as long as you at least try it and don't be like number 6 or Kraus tonight and blow it. I was hit on for being the silent type at a college party in Brisbane. Yikes. And that can happen too. I mean, again, a lot of things can happen in Australia. I'm just going to say that right now because Australia is a crazy place. Just ask Marty. Let's see. Don't see anything yet. No, don't see anything yet for Halos in the Infield podcast. So it's got to be Halos in the Infield podcast for it to go through here. Let's see. Dude, see, we'll try sending it again because if it's got to be this right here, and then I'll have it. And then we could do it. Check your spam. I don't see anything yet. That's what we're looking for. Let's see. This is outstanding, by the way. Damn, dude. Like, again. Halos in the Infield podcast at yahoo.com. Is nothing working tonight? Like, I don't understand why the emails are not working. Because there should be no issues with this either. Artie hates me. It has to be, dude. There has to be something wrong here. Because this should be working. No problems whatsoever. I don't understand it. Man, I'm going to try this one more time here. This show has come to a grinding halt, and I apologize. Let's see. Yeah, I'm in, and I got nothing. I don't know if you guys aren't spelling it right or whatever. It's Halos in the infield. Cricket must be with you. I manually typed it one more time. Moore getting promoted to Rocket City. Yeah, he's going to be there. He is going to be there. It says mailbox not found. What the hell? Literally, I'm looking at it right now. I got over 3,000 freaking. Oh my gosh, dude. You know what? Then I would do this then. I'm going to put this on the scroller real quick just for the hell of it. And if you can't get through to this one, then my computer hates me and we are getting hacked as we speak because this is one that there's no issues with. I mean, I shouldn't have issues with any of them. But boom. Call that, put it on that one right there. That would be the one to hit me up at. That's my personal right there. I don't care. Says did not send and it was aborted. Willie says it still is the best. It's got to be on my end. It's got to be. I mean, this is ridiculous. Oh, there we go. Here's one real quick. Rally Chris's came through as I gave out my personal one. That's awesome. Let me see. That one actually came through. I don't know what the hell. Let's see if I could get into that one real quick. Because I think he just, he hit up the, it's not showing on my computer. It literally isn't. Which makes no sense. Because I can't send over anything. I'm probably going to have a gang, like, because on my computer, it's, oh, there we go. Right there. Finally on the computer, it showed up. On my phone, it showed up perfectly. So here's a link right there. Boom. So there's one right out there. Marcia is going to send you some links right now. Shoot the email right there. Let's see. Maybe I'll get an email on the other one. Let me see. I've got nothing on that one. Oh, yeah. We're definitely going to have to revisit this tomorrow, dude, because I can't get shit going right now. Oh, there's Sarah. Sarah's checked in right there. Let me see if I could. She got in over there. So let me send you this one too. Fuck it. Let's do it. Because that one came to spam. Man, let's see if I get any more in the meantime. So someone should be able to jump on right now. I sent the emails back out. Predictions on the Mets series, Todd. 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 losses. We're gonna lose 2 out of 3. For sure. That's the email to send it to. And let's see. Yeah, I got the email. So check it, Sarah. Check it, Rally Chris. You should have that one. And the StreamYard link. You could just jump in real quick. And then there you go. So here's someone right now.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. There we go.
Wow, it worked. Welcome. Oh, well, welcome back to this craziness.
How's it going?
Going well. Also, again, I go by Pokey since, again, that's just my mother's account. I just go on that. So I was going to say about the roster, because I created a roster before all the trade deadline happened, but since the trade deadline happened, it's going to be a little off, but I could just do it from memory, pretty much. So, again, we got Nolan Chanwell, Zach Neto, Logan O'Hoppe, Mike Trout, Joe Dell, and Mickey Moniak. I truly believe that Joe Dell and Mickey Moniak are going to stay on the team. Like I said, the Angels do not have anyone coming up the from down in the below to take those spots. Until someone does that, they're protected for now. The next thing is, all right, Jay Sosa did not look good with that injury. I'm sadly have a feeling that maybe Tommy John. I don't know. That could be probably the right part response because he would at least have a year to heal. It may not be that serious, I hope. But there is one thing that is pretty bad. We have Griffin Canning that's regressing, and I heard from, I don't know if it's true or not, that his his pitcher seeing velocity down like Matt Moore. That's never a good sign for a pitcher. So Griffin Canning, think needs to be traded like now, because that's pretty bad if that's true. Sam Bachman will be called up, and Davis Daniel, and even Kenny Rosenberg. I think that you don't like Kenny Rosenberg. The problem is that the Angels don't have starting pitchers except maybe like Candida Dana coming up that can immediately come up, unless they get from those younger guys that I have no clue I can roster project because they're too low, except from Christian Moore, that can come up to the roster. For now, Kenny Rosenberg's going to be there, but I still think he hasn't been proven because same with Davis Daniel, they were not there for the whole season. We just players have contracts. I said this before, and I'll say again, they cannot be signing pitchers and keep going this whole thing with older guys because they have actually a pretty good relieving. I think that they're now starting to get pretty good relieving spots. And this is where it gets also a roster crunch again. We have Zuniga. Zuniga almost throws like 100. Like, I think he's actually gotten better because they figured out Ben Joyce. That guy should have already been up and not Ballman. That would got me upset, to be honest. I was like, no way to sign a pitcher for a designated pitcher because they had an open roster spot. And Jose Quijada, I think there's an issue there. He has I think they said he has a changeup and maybe a fastball, and that's really it. Like, he only throws fastballs, he's going to get crushed. Like, right now he's getting away with it because he still has a high velocity. He's not going to make it. He needs another pitcher. Maybe they give him a slurve as well because he throws high velocity, but no way he's going to make it like that. And then there's the interesting thing, Nelson Rada. Nelson Rada, I think, is that maybe called up. I think he's going to need another year maybe because he's younger. But what we saw with the better right now, I think he's been doing way better when he came back to like AA. I think that's promising signs that he's pretty much in Cadena's foot. And then, like I said, now there's a bigger issue though. We have Matt Thaiss. What do you think the Angels should do with Matt Thaiss? And I'm like, there's a couple ways we can go about this. They can call up Matt Thaiss and say, fine, we're going to give you more options, but we are going to call up Chad Wallach as the backup catcher, and you're going to be the next, fill in that extra spot. And maybe you'll play third, maybe play first. You're going to be an all-rounder, like kind of like Luis Rengifo. Or they can just say, no, well, you know what? We don't care about Matt Thaiss getting injured. We can keep Chad Wallach down in the minor leagues. We can call someone else up and take that rubber spot. They can't be keeping Matt Thaiss on the bench with no hitting. He actually takes pitches properly and knows how to hit. It's like Stefanik. These guys know the strike zone very well, and it's very terrible to keep them in that like bench role. And here's the bigger issue. Now you got Christian Moore. What are they going to do with Michael Stefanik? Do you think they're going to trade him? Nah. The problem is Trey Cabbage they could have got away with because he strikes out a lot. Michael Stefanik does not strike out a lot. And the problem is he's not been up for a high enough prospect to say, you know what? Let's trade Michael Stefanik. This team sees something in him. No, he's older. So the teams are not going to think of him as a prospect. So now they have a clog jam with Michael Stefanik and Christian Moore. And what do you think they should do with Michael Stefanik? This is an honest question because now they have a clogged roster.
Well, it would be sensible just to get a pitcher, but what they're going to talk about who you brought up right now, you got 6 pitchers that I think are playing for 3 spots. Anderson's going to be penciled in. You got to think about Reed Detmer. There's the Griffin Canning thing. I totally agree. I think he should be cut or traded because, again, like you said, dwindling fastball. You don't need that moving forward. You need the guys to increase on their heat. And if he's losing it, that's going to be a big issue. And when it comes to Stefanik, it comes down to, are they going to extend Rengifo? And Christian Moore will be up here, but I think it's going to be half season next year, maybe a little earlier than the All-Star break. And especially if he balls out in winter ball, because he should play some winter ball in instructional league as well, because he didn't get that this year. And I think overall you want to play Thaiss, but if you're not going to give him a first base shot because you got Shonowell over there, I don't think he's all that great at third base. I know they've tried him there, but you need a real third baseman. So I think he gets X'd out, and I think Stefanik gets X'd out in the long run as well. I think they're either trade pieces or they're casualties and released because I think both of them – well, Stefanik I think has one more option, and as far as Dude, Theis, I think he's out. So that's the reason why he hasn't been sent down. Wallach's out as well. I think you would need an emergency catcher, but because they don't even play, I mean, they are wasting a nice at bat with Theis out there. And I think he could give some offense, especially with the holes with Drury, the holes with Adele, and the holes with Moniak. But
I got an idea now.
What's that?
Ward. I think Ward's your actual answer, what they do with Ward. And like, again, you said at least in Hefo. I think Ward is actually on a heating fire this year. I think he has a high chance of getting traded because I think the even Ron Washington sees it. Ward is not making progression. He's staying the same and he's doing the same old things. You know, like how Drury's just nonchalant? Ward is the same way, but he's actually good, sadly. You know, he can get away with it and it's just terrible. But he's not truly good, you know, not like Manny Machado good at this moment. The thing is that I think you get rid of Ward and put Theis in the outfield. That's a maybe a bold thing, but I think that's even better because Theis, I think, has way better numbers and actually wants to be there. And and then they need to figure something out.
But see, Ward is like a liability defensively, and he's not even that fast. And then Theis is even slower. So I don't.
Or
I
even
don't know.
Charlo to outfield. They have to figure something out. I don't think they're going to release Theis because he has high control. The thing is that they could trade him. They could. And I think Wallach, I'm not saying like he's going to be on the team. I think he's going to be always a backup guy because no one's going to want Wallach, but the Angels will sign him because he's always going to have a roster spot in case someone goes down, you know? But there is one guy I think Wallach should be afraid of, and I think that's Juan Flores. I keep seeing that he's going to get closer and closer, and I think he's going to be that true catcher spot. Because from what I heard from reading in the past, he has really good defense, like, you know, like the framing. And if you're a real good framer and you're a pretty good hitter, that's a backup hitter right there for catcher. That guy could stay on the bench and come in for actually Logan O'Hoppe and grow as a player because Theis is much older than Juan Flores. And again, we have this issue where you have clogged guys. But the bigger thing, we always know, is the starting pitching. The starting pitching. What do you think? Because I have no answer to the starting pitching. What do you think the Angels should do? Because I do think Chase Silseth and Sam Bachman are going to be futures. If they're going to be in the reliever rules or the starter rules. But I don't think they still have enough. I think they're still missing a couple pieces there, and I don't know how they're going to get them.
You got to do it through free agency because if you didn't get the pieces back in the trades, you got to get those like I've said, you don't need to go out and spend $300 million on a pitcher. You can go out there and get pitchers that are decent for under $100 million and make nice moves. I mean, it worked out with Anderson, but you can get a couple pitchers to anchor that offense or the rotation and then have a battle between your organizational guys to fill out the final three. And if you are contending somehow later in the year, you make another trade to make it even better. So there's a way for this team to get good, but they've got to commit and they've got to find a way to, you know, not have Artie stick his nose into it and mess things up. Because I do believe that it wouldn't take all that long to fix everything, but it's just
it's being done, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like Mike says right here on X, you know, you have to have a real GM, and I think we have a puppet right now. Until Artie lets the puppet do his job, we're still going to be spinning our wheels. I mean, these are all great, you know, takes, and I appreciate it, but we'll have to see. But
yeah.
I appreciate you getting on, Sarah. Good call.
Thank you for your time. I hope you have a wonderful night.
You too.
Bye.
I see you. All right, so Big 20, click the link and get on so we can hear your update. If not, then we don't have you on here. So you got to click that link because you could be sitting exactly right where she was, right there on my screen. I could just pull you up like no problem. But you got to get on here. Todd has the look of that he's looking into the Angels multiverse. Oh, brother. It's one of those nights. See, this is one of those nights where I thought this show was going to be over in 45 minutes. But somehow, some way, it gets taken the other way. Blixie says, I think realistically we're going to do nothing and just run it back with 1 to 2 moves. Yep, that could be a thing too because it's happened. It's happened the last 2 years. Big 20 after the kid would be biggest buttercup of all time. Feels like I'm listening to Trent Rush. I wouldn't say that. Trent Rush sounds like this. This is Grildo using voice modulator. Book it. Again, and let's see. Haha, I'd be Doctor Strange. Sarah says, I'm still waiting. You know, like I sent Big 20 the stuff, but he's got to click on the link. Hello. So yeah, if you're right there, I could, or if I get the email, I could shoot it right back to you and stuff like that. So if you guys want to get on, if not, we'll jump off here in a couple minutes because I'm still waiting for a hookup here. There's Big 20. And again, I'll send you it again. Click the link. It's right there. And you should be able to get right on. So check your email. I'll give you one more minute. Not sure if it was mentioned. Moore got called up to AA, Todd. Yeah, I did see that. Mike says, fuck that Trent. That pawn. He is a pawn. He's the hugest pawn. Good take. I got lost after he started saying he was using his mom's account. M Dog says, oh yeah, you already got that one. Ben Joyce is the only thing keeping me going, Blix. He says, I get you. Also, Willie Mack says, I have a feeling Artie is going to go in on Soto. He needs a new horse for the next 10 years. Boy, that would suck. Click the link, Big 20. I sent it to you like twice already. We'll see more of the Big A in less than 3 weeks. It looks like it. 3-run double the other day, and then he freaking hits a home run. So we'll see. So I sent it to you, Big 20. You got to look at your emails. If you look at your emails, you'll see it. I'm gonna try this one more time, like I said, and then you'll have your time to tell me how you're not getting sex. And there's Rally Chris. But you guys can jump in. I can have like 8 people talk at the same time. So
hi, Todd.
There. Uh-oh. Here's trouble.
You have to click the link, Todd.
It's Rally Chris and now Big 20.
Big 20. Let's go.
Let's go. It's the P line, everybody.
Yeah.
It's not Big 20. It's Big 29 now.
It's Big 69.
Big 20. Let's go. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm hearing it on my phone too.
Well, first Rally Chris got on. So what do you want to say?
Oh yeah. Fuck this team.
Our first, someone's got to turn down their phone because we're getting echo. We're getting it's a Virgin line. That sucks, James. So again, is anyone going to talk or what?
You said,
"Fuck this team."
Fuck this team.
Okay, I mean, come on, you guys got to have some. Sarah brought the fire, and you guys are just sitting there like, "Fuck this team."
Rally, you can go first.
See, now Blixie's here. Fuck
no,
it.
this team doesn't need no shit.
Okay, who else wants to talk? Go for it. Stage is yours. Anybody?
I'll go. I'm psyched for my Australia trip.
Of course you
Hopefully there's going to be a lot of girls there. And
with penises.
No.
Then you get butter.
Yeah. Summer's coming to an end.
Okay, so you're going down there for a surf competition or another commercial? Movie tour. And by the way, what do you say?
Marsha's not coming. I hope you know that.
By the way, Big 20, I got to know what happened on that street takeover. I saw that on Instagram.
Oh, we took over Lowers.
Took over what?
The surf spot that's super famous for surfing, Lowers, trestles. So, yeah.
You took it over how? With bikes?
Was only soft tops, and we burned everyone on like short boards.
So you guys were like holding onto your handlebars, going.
Yeah, and then we charged out and we burned everyone on shortboards and longboards. One day. It was pretty sick.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, that's totally getting the girls. You guys are
Yeah.
what, 2%ers?
Yeah, 2%.
2% of you guys have been in a vagina?
Okay. But, dude, there's going to be a lot of hot chicks at this contest I'm going to next week up in Huntington.
You guys should be called Just the Tip.
Whoa, I've heard of that.
Okay, so Blixie, what do you guys say about this? Because I've only heard you laugh.
I don't. This is foreign language to me. I don't.
You want to talk baseball? Because
Different planet.
We could use some baseball in here.
Well, you don't want to hear what I have to say, Todd. It's nothing positive.
Are we AIM 830?
No.
Well, then let's hear it.
Oh, where do I start?
At the beginning.
It's like telling somebody to say a joke, Todd. I can't just come up with stuff. Somebody's got to get a conversation rolling.
Okay, well, the Angels lost tonight 5-4. They got buttercupped. And go.
Hunter Strickland
is your favorite pitcher right now?
He was a month ago. And then his arm fell off.
He's got good stuff, but he shouldn't be closing. Big 20 thinks not, but he shouldn't be closing.
Joy should be the closer.
Yeah. I mean, I talked to him the other day. The dude's ready. He's really ready to go, and he's got the stuff. He's got the scoreless streak, and they're just refusing to let him go.
I don't know. I don't know what it's going to take. I think we might see Quijada closing before we see Joyce closing.
I think we might see who's that pitcher we got off the waiver wire? Cueto?
Oh yeah, Johnny Cueto.
Yeah, Johnny Cueto. I mean, that guy I wanted him to be on the Angels like 4 or 5 years ago.
He will now be the fourth man in the rotation.
I'm sure he could have been a number 2. You know what I mean? Like already. I mean, as bad as he is, you just insert him in the number 2 spot.
If Anderson bombs next year, he'll probably be in the number 1 spot. If Anderson is anything like he was last year.
And I don't know if Anderson has the motivation to be the ace. I think his motivation this year to pitch good was to get off the team.
I feel bad for the guy, honestly.
I do too. Because we just cheated him out of pitching in the postseason for somebody.
Yeah.
So Mike said just like we wanted to win 4 or 5 years ago as well. This team's terrible. This team, I feel like we're the Clippers, right?
Oh, don't go there, Todd.
It's the Clip Show.
Clip Show. Tyronn Lue.
Clip Show.
Yep. And see, now instead of monster trucks in the outfield, we should have Big 20 surfing because we have all that open air, those surfing simulators, and you could just surf all during the game, and then we'll hear Deo in the background.
Mm-hmm.
They got rid of the benches behind the rocks. They're probably setting up for it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we could do that. The artificial wave, and then we could have Rally Chris over there jumping up and down in his monkey outfit.
Yeah,
that'll work.
That would sell tickets.
Yeah, that's all it's about is selling tickets, nothing else.
Yeah.
Bobblehead night, Rally Monkey night.
I haven't been to a game since like July something. Since the Astros series.
Oh, that's right.
July 7th.
Have you grown any as far as height, White, Big 20?
Yeah, a little.
A little?
Since last year. Since junior year. Yeah.
Everybody that sees him, Blixie, and I don't know if Rally Chris has seen him in person, but I was looking for someone like my height or a little bit shorter than me. And I'm like looking way down. I'm like, damn, Big 20, you're short.
Yeah, I've grown since the last time you saw me. I got so much surfing stuff coming up. I can't go to the Angel game anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Big 20 bobblehead nights coming up.
Big 20.
Hopefully. That'd be sick.
Probably be a sellout.
I'd probably have to miss it because I have like some surfing event going on.
Dimitro's going all in. Big 20's face screams domestic abuse.
No, I'm a gentleman when it comes to that.
Yeah, some of your comments on here have been awesome. Like when you talk about girls, you're like, I was sitting next to her legs and I could almost smell it. You know what? I'm like, oh, shut up.
No, the girl that I was hanging out with, she's just been busy, so I haven't been hanging out with her lately.
So that's the girl that you're trying to be like legit with, like,
yeah, and she's just going on vacation next week to her grandparents. So I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna see her till the football games start and like school starts back up. So I'm like,
she's like, spend time with Big 20 or grandparents. Grandparents, it is.
That's how you reel it back in. Big 20 bobblehead.
There you go. You have the bobblehead.
Spend time with me because I'm a partier. And I'm going to try to get her to come to my movie premiere August 30th in San Clemente. So
you and Rally Chris can impress her by drinking Shirley Temples.
Yeah, wink, wink, wink.
Oh, Big 20, you look like you're going to fall asleep.
No, I'm good. I just have a long day tomorrow because it's my cousin's birthday and we're going to Knott's Berry Farm.
Damn, do you ever just stay at home and do nothing or no?
Yeah, when I don't have anything coming up. Like, I have so much shit coming up, I can't keep track of it all.
Wow. If only I could be you for a day.
Mm-hmm. It's exhausting sometimes. I have to tell myself, take it easy on your body. Take it easy on yourself. Like, you have to save yourself till partying tonight. Like,
I thought you were going to say something else. Like, take it easy on yourself. You're going to chafe yourself. You're going to hurt it. You're going to.
No, I could never chafe myself.
It'll turn purple after a while.
No, I'm like, calm down. You got to take it easy. You got to rest. You got to wait till you go party tonight. Like, yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Do you have any?
I got a lot of party nights coming up. It's going to be awesome.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
So your
Especially
Angels
Australia, I'm gonna rage. I'm gonna rage in Australia.
Oh man.
I'm legal there and Japan.
I almost thought you said rape in Australia. I'm like, no. You don't want to announce that before you do.
No, rage.
Rage. Okay. Gotcha.
Legal in Japan and Australia because I'm 18. So it's 18 to drink there and to go in clubs, strip clubs and stuff like that.
Big 20 says, well, first off, James says your right hand has cramps. Dimitro says you're putting 2 in the stink.
Maybe 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink.
No, he meant 2 in your stink.
No. I don't have a pussy. I don't have a vagina.
All right, this is way off the rails, dude. Way off the rails. People are gonna watch this tomorrow and be like, "What the fuck are they doing?"
And the Angels won or lost tonight again.
Rally Chris, are you still awake?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Poor guy.
Oh, Blixie, I'm sure you had
on the call. You gotta talk.
See, this is a thing. Blixie, I bet you have like coherent baseball takes. You just can't say a goddamn thing right now.
Do you think you're out of Chris? I mean, holy shit. I'm here for it, though. I'm here for it.
Hey, we should do a Big 20 and Todd podcast tomorrow night, Todd.
You could do a what?
We should do a collab tomorrow night with the Angel podcast if they're not off.
Aren't you going to be on your way to Australia though at some point?
Japan
That's
and
not
Australia.
until the 11th. That's next Sunday.
Chris
Schedule's like booked out, man.
I know, right? How does he get that popular?
Well,
He says, Chris says you're going to be riding Marsha's big wave.
No, I don't like Marsha for the 1,000th time.
Oh, I wish she would call in right now. That'd be the best part of it. But
No, she probably doesn't even know how to Skype.
Well, she's called in plenty of times. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
but
she
maybe
obviously knows how to do
how to use the Gmail.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. We
Well,
should do it tomorrow night. Are the Angels off tomorrow?
You'll probably see him at Knott's tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe.
He'll be doing a live from Knott's. Like
Tyler
Todd, can you get
Anderson.
on?
Probably.
Tyler Anderson on Silver Bullet.
Yeah.
Trying to ramp himself up for the Mets series.
Yeah. All right. Well, Todd, tomorrow night, if I'm not doing anything, we should collab in the post-game show on the Skype tomorrow night.
I'm sure that'll work. I bet you right now people are setting their alarm clocks for that tomorrow on their phone.
Yep. Whenever you go live, just send me a request, and I'll join in on my computer tomorrow night or my phone.
Amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll give Blixie the last call right here. Do you have anything to say? Do you remember what happened in the game tonight, or
not really? Everything's kind of fuzzy now.
He's like, I would be more coherent smoking crack right now than listening to that. So,
all I remember is Brandon Drury, another hitless night.
Dude, he sucks so bad. My
What the hell happened to him?
I don't know, man. Like, I thought he would have like 20 homers and 60 RBIs, and we could have flipped him at the deadline.
I think.
Go ahead.
Oh my! I mean, I think Stefanik has more value than him at this point.
Absolutely, but
Stefanik.
we'll never know. They don't play him enough, right?
Yeah, and then he'll go down into the minors. He'll hit 400.
Yep.
Predictions.
Oh, go ahead.
Let's get predictions on this Mets series. What are we thinking?
2 out of 3.
I think we get swept.
You get okay.
3 no-hitters.
3 no. I think the Angels win one game that they're not supposed to and lose the 2 that they're probably have better lineups or they had the lead. They'll buttercup 2 and we'll win 1. I'll give them that.
Yeah, 1 out of 3 or 2 out of 3.
Yeah,
maybe 3 perfect games. Maybe I was.
Maybe.
What are we thinking, Chris?
Hey, that's a great take.
That's a good answer.
Dude, he's silent right now.
I don't know what happened to him.
I don't know either.
I think he's monkeying around.
Yeah. That's so weird.
All right, guys. Well, it's 11:20 already. But yeah, we're an hour and 45 minutes in, and I think we've wasted about like 30 minutes of everybody's life tonight. So, I mean, between me not being able to get a Skype call and figuring this crap out, I mean, this would be nice if we had some Angels topics to talk about, but we're talking about a potential V card loss and Riley Chris falling asleep.
Yeah.
Big 20 bobbleheads.
Yeah.
I would not be there, but that'd be sick.
And no lie, Blixie, but you have a cowboy type of voice right now.
A cowboy type of voice.
Yeah, I get that vibe. Like you could be wearing like a cowboy hat right now while you're talking to us.
Yeah.
I have my Angels cowboy hat sitting right next to me.
See, there you go. Look at that. Am I a magician? Am I psychic?
I think so.
There you go. Well, thanks for coming on. You guys should call more often.
Yep.
We could be more.
We should do a collab tomorrow night for the post game.
I don't know about that.
I'm so down.
Jeez. All
Tomorrow
right.
night, there's no game tomorrow.
No, there is. It's
Wait, there is a
Friday.
game.
There is?
Yeah.
They play against the
Oh.
Mets tomorrow night.
Oh, man.
Anderson,
Well, you're already.
Blackbird.
Blixie's already predicting the perfect game, so that's why he's like, "There's no game tomorrow."
You'll see him at Knott's tomorrow. Big 20.
Yep.
Tyler Anderson. Silver Bullet.
Silver Bullet, Ghost Rider, you name the ride, hang time.
He'll come in, eat 7 innings.
Yeah.
And then get pulled, and we'll leave it to our
open. They'll blow it open in the ninth. 10 runs given up in the ninth.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
I'll call it now.
I think we should do one time where we collab in podcast or post game.
I think what we should do is either just have like, I don't know, for the last game of the season, have either a fan appreciation day on here and just jump everybody in and just see what the fuck where it goes, or just go to Mezzos like Joshua says and just do one right there.
When's the next? I'm so down to go to that.
I was thinking about this Saturday, but I'm gonna wait till the next homestand. Then we'll do it.
Okay. I probably won't be here next homestand. I'll be partying somewhere, Australia or Japan or something.
Australia or Japan.
Yeah. Or the West Coast.
You'll have a party in your rectum, right?
I'll be so sore by the time I come back home. I'll be like, oh, I'm too sore to have sex.
I'm sure you'll be sore if that's where the party's at.
Yep. Fireworks, baby.
I don't think you heard what I said, but you went with it, and I love it. So there you go.
Whatever floats your boat.
Exactly. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna call it a night. You guys get some rest.
Okay.
We'll be back at this
tomorrow. Rest for Knott's tomorrow. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, Blixie. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Man.
See you tomorrow.
Later, Rally Chris.
Night, Chris.
Okay. Later. There you go. So that was fantastic. I hope you guys loved the show, because that was definitely not a good way to end the show. I thought we would get more out of Rally Chris. I know he was probably a little nervous. It's okay. Big 20 was over there just shooting fire, but Blixie was on there not knowing what to say because everything was being taken everywhere else. Yeah, Sarah says probably hard to manage if you have so many people at once. We could always try it though, see where it goes. We'll see what happens. If the Angels keep playing like this, I mean, this might be the go-to, right? And talk about whatever at the same time, because we got nothing else going on. This team has been ass. So that was a great way to divert the Angels' loss. Yeah, usually we get phone calls, from people and get on there. So let's see. Get some amazing giveaways this weekend, Andrew Frick says. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. So yeah, if you guys and gals want to get on tomorrow, we might just do this again. So appreciate it, Chris. And everybody else, have a good rest of your night. Angels lose. Let's play us out with some Buttercup, and we're out of here.